Hey guys, I'd like to do this a little faster, and I had a mistake on the last one. I'm so mad. It is just as easy for me to misread something as it is for you. So, first thing, double click, put your student name. That means first and last, and that means capitalized. Period. It's either 2 or 7, so fill that in, please. All right, right here, directions. Use this copy as your worksheet. That means you can write on it. And click Turn In when you have added all the answers to the answer boxes here. All right, so you're going to do the answers below. Here we go. Hidden in the drawer underneath a pile of mismatched socks lied Sharon's life savings. Is this a sentence fragment? So that's the question you have to answer in number 1. Clue, identify prepositional phrases. So here I go. I'm going to put them in parentheses as the directions indicate or hint at. Sorry, it could have been a little more clear. So that's one reason I'm doing this, to make sure that I have told you guys everything that you need to know. All right, there are my prepositional phrases. Now we've only got 5 words to choose from for the simple subject. Hidden, that does not sound like a subject. Lie, could be a subject, but probably not here. Sharon's life savings. Now I can tell Sharon's and life are both describing savings. And is the sentence about savings, or is it about one of those other words? All right, in this case, what's hidden and what lies? It's the savings. Savings lie hidden. All right, so savings, that's the subject. I'm going to underline it one time. And they lie. So that is the predicate, the simple predicate, and I'll make that bold. Okay. Does it express a complete thought? Yes, because we know what happened with her savings. They lie hidden in the drawer under a pile of socks. What if you turn the sentence around? So if you're not sure, then take the subject and put it at the beginning. Sharon's life savings lie hidden in the drawer underneath a pile of mismatched socks. That sounds complete. She's talking about the life savings. It tells where they are and what they're doing. They're lying there hidden. All right, so it is complete there too. So the answer, is this a sentence fragment? No, it's not. All right, number 2, fix the 2 plural or possessive errors. This is the one I had a problem with. Okay, notice the red lines. Those might be a clue for you. Stop ignoring them. All right, so the clues are down below. How many wolves? 1 or more than 1? While wolves seldom attack. Okay, more than 1. More than 1, good. Is it possessive? Wolves, dens, wolves, somethings? No. The word attack could have been, but it's actually the verb, so it's not going to be done. How many humans? While wolves seldom attack humans. Okay, that's more than 1. Is it possessive? Humans what? Does it attack humans' hands? No. Okay, so that one's not possessive, and neither is wolves. How many animals? They do prey on farm animals. Okay, that's also more than 1. Underline. All right, and control U is underline. How many farmers? And thus are among a farmers. That's the part I skipped, the article. The A tells me that it's only 1 farmer. So I've got to do this. So 1 farmer. 1 farmer's worst enemy. This is the enemy that the farmer has. This is the one that's possessive. Okay, so underline that. Now let's check on enemies. Okay, enemies has already got an S, so it's plural. So that's more than 1. All right, and is it possessive? Among a farmer's worst enemies. No, there's nothing it's describing. Okay, so this one is not possessive, so it shouldn't have an apostrophe. And this one is possessive, and it should. So up in my answer box, I'm going to make humans plural and farmers singular and possessive. Here we go. Humans. And it's okay if it capitalizes it. It will on some of these. And farmers. So 1 farmer has possession of something else. So the farmer has to come before the apostrophe. Great. Number 3. Is this a sentence fragment? Because the San Gabriel Mountains in California receive more than 3 million visitors every year, Okay, that is a subordinate clause. So in this case, I'm going to put that as italics, okay? So it almost expresses a complete thought, but if you say it by itself, it doesn't sound complete. Listen, because the San Gabriel Mountains in California receive more than 3 million visitors every year, you see how something else needs to come after that? That means this is a subordinate clause or a dependent clause, not an independent clause that can stand alone. So the first part is subordinate. Okay? Can it stand alone? No. All right. Does the passage have at least one independent clause? Okay, let's read the part after the comma. The area has become polluted with litter. One more time. The area has become polluted with litter. That actually sounds complete. It doesn't have very much detail, but it has enough to be complete. So this is going to be, I'm going to underline this one. That one will be an independent clause. So this one is independent. Wrong italics, that's Control I, and you underline is Control U. Okay, so does the passage have at least one independent clause? Yes. If so, it will not be a fragment. Okay, so is this a sentence fragment? No, because it has at least one independent clause. Awesome. Let's go down to 4. Is this a run-on sentence? According to legend, Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon was searching for the fountain of youth. Hey, that's a long pause right there. According to historians, he was more likely seeking political power. All right, I think I feel 2 different complete thoughts. What do you think about this section? According to legend, Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon was searching for the fountain of youth. That sounds like it can be complete. So I'm going to underline that one. Okay, let's try the second part. According to historians, he was more likely seeking political power. Okay, that sounds complete too. So when you put 2 complete sentences, or really they're independent clauses, when you put 2 independent clauses together, you've got to have either comma conjunction or a semicolon if the 2 sentences are really closely related. And in this, they kind of look like they are. So I think you could use a semicolon here. Or you could say, according to legend, Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon was searching for the fountain of youth, comma, and according to historians. That would work. Or comma, but I think that would work even better. Okay, so let's get on down here. How many complete thoughts are expressed in this passage? 2. When putting 2 or more complete sentences together, what must you have? Say comma plus conjunction, and that could be the fanboys. Okay, or semicolon, or period, and start a new sentence. Okay, those are your options. So in this case, is it a run-on sentence? Yes, and it's a particular kind. It's a comma splice, which means it's putting 2 independent clauses together without the proper combiners. That'd be the comma conjunction, so it's missing a conjunction. Or you could have changed it to a semicolon, so then it would be punctuation. All right, so is it a run-on sentence? Yes, it is. So number 4, the answer is yes. Good deal. Now let's go look at 5. Okay. Fix the one plural or possessive error. So in this case, I would look for anything that has an S on it or seems to be more than one. All right. And what I've done here below is everything that had an S, I put down below so that you could decide if it was plural or possessive, because sometimes people mix those up. So here we go. When Franklin Delano Roosevelt was elected to the presidency, he pledged to bring relief to the millions. All right, that's plural, so more than 1 million. All right, so that's plural. He pledged to bring relief to the millions of Americans. Okay, that's plural too, more than one. All right, underline Control U. Adversely affected by the nation's economic collapse. Is it talking about one nation or more than one? The president was elected. He pledged to bring relief to the millions of Americans adversely affected by the nation's economic collapse. So here he's talking about the nation of America. So that is one nation. So it is not plural. It has an S. So the S must be the mistake, but is it supposed to be there? Does the nation own anything? Okay. With the millions of Americans adversely affected by the nation's economic collapse. So the collapse of the nation. So the nation owns the collapse. So the nation is possessive. All right, so with possessives, you put the apostrophe before the owner. Now, is it one owner or is it more than one owner? For nations, if this were many nations that collapsed, that this sentence is talking about, the apostrophe would go after. But in this case, it's only talking about America, which is one nation. So the apostrophe will go here, because the owner has to come before the apostrophe. Okay, so I'm going to undo that. Control Z. Control Z. And what did it say before? It didn't have any. One more. That's what it looked like before. No, we'll go back one more. Okay. And so I'll go back up to the top. And I will say, fix the one plural or possessive error. So I will change that word to the right word, nations. Nation, apostrophe S, showing possession. Thank you for watching again. Sorry for the mix-up earlier.